and that was another different trip. Like the photos, when I got him in the studio, he would do the character, you know, that I was used to. Landry would come out, and for me that was really cool because I was shooting a lot of bands that were, you know, like punk rock bands, and they were more into being angst-ridden and, you know, real serious. And with him, it wasn't about that at all. It was totally, you know, posing, and that was not very cool for the time to, like, you know, be a poser. And he was also, you know, his influences and music that he was listening to wasn't music that was cool to be listening to, like Elton John and Queen, and, you know, T-Rex was definitely cool, but you know, those were his big things were that kind of rock, you know. And he would give me tapes and all these different tapes of him just sitting at home playing to like Muzak, you know, and it was so funny but so amazing. It was brilliant, you know, even at that time. And when I think about it now, and I think about Malfunkshun and what they were doing, it's so far ahead of what was going on in Seattle, you know, so far ahead of its time. The way like Kevin just played leads through the whole songs, and you know, Regan's style of drumming, and just everything. It was, you know, wasn't happening in Seattle. There was nothing, and that was the cool thing. There was nothing that you could really compare it to, you know. Couldn't slam dance to it, you know. So that's one of the reasons why I didn't like it either. But he definitely led me into like listening more T-Rex, and I remember listening to Buick McCain, which is a T-Rex song, for the first time, and I was like, that's it. That's, you know, Malfunkshun. They totally are using this, not ripping it off, but that's kind of where the influence. One time I went and saw him later, and he played at this place called Lincoln Arts Center, and it was pretty much a underground show, you know. It was like just no stage, just on the floor, and it was pretty packed, and everybody's kind of drunk, and he did this thing where he went out on the fire escape through the window, and he had a cordless, you know, his cordless bass, and he the band started, and he like kicked the window open and came in like this grand appearance, you know, and everybody cheered, but something happened, like that. I think they messed up the song, or some mechanical problem or something, so they had to do it again. They had to start over, and he went back out on the fire escape and like closed the window and did it again, and everybody cheered. And so it's just, I don't know, it's just like you could get won over really easily, you know. Anybody could watch him and just be enthralled by his whole persona that he had on stage.